My name is Seamus Clarke. I work in Cavan for the Teagasc Pig Development Group, and my paper given today was on getting to better days. The pig industry has gone through a tough period for the last 18 months when margins over feed have been horrifically low as 40 cents a kilo. My paper today talked about opportunity for pig producers to improve their output. During the summer, when I was preparing the paper, I looked at the strong pig farmers in the area versus the weaker pig farmers. A survey showed us in July that 25% of the industry was very vulnerable, and if the feed prices were going to stay at the same level and the returns per pig were going to stay at the same level, 25% of the herd would be gone by certainly Christmas. Now, luckily enough, the industry has improved a bit in that the pig prices have come up a bit. Unfortunately, the feed is still very expensive at around €350 composite feed price. My paper today discussed the opportunity to get to maximum output, and I found from my surveys that the stronger pig farmers were producing much more pig meat per sow than the weaker pig farmers. The weaker pig farmers were selling pigs in the 74-75 kilo range slaughter weight, whereas the stronger producers were nearly 10 kilos extra, heavier. When I looked at that figure, it showed me that there was a return of over €200 per sow to be achieved by increasing slaughter weight and obviously keeping output up. Today, I've been encouraging pig farmers to look at their sales weight to try and get up to the 2,000 kilos of carcass per sow sold. Unfortunately, the way the factories are working at the moment, they are reducing the slaughter weight, which will make it a little bit more difficult to get to the 2,000 kilos per sow. But one would expect that we should get to 1,900, 1,950 kilos. And if we get to that level, there could be a future for a lot of these pig farmers that have been at risk and are presently at risk. The factories now are looking at weights in the region of 77 to 87 kilos. A range of 10 kilos may look quite wide, but when it comes to selling out pigs on a weekly basis, it's difficult enough to keep them in that range. And the risk is that a farmer could be selling pigs at maybe 76 kilos or maybe 88 kilos, and he's losing out heavily on the returns. So it's something that we have to look at in the future. Well, we're expecting, as we're optimists, we keep expecting that the price of feed will eventually come down, but it probably will be the harvest of 2013 before we expect the corn side of it or the energy side to reduce. The soya side may reduce inside March, April. So the only hope for a farmer now is to be maximum efficient, get as much sale weight as he can, and get rid of sows that are not producing well and not going to give us that 2 ton.